If somebody comes and says, I have 1 million dirhams to invest, you will have a huge challenge, because I believe in 1 million right now as a product. There is nothing in this market.
No, I said in after 15 years, it's gonna start becoming challenging. I don't say that now. I'm saying while the market is maturing. Like right now, there is a developer who is having the ability to give 100 million square feet plot for 3,000 villas. Currently, they think, but you won't hear that in 2045 or 2050.
100 million square feet?
100 million square feet is
100 million square
100
feet?
million.
Yeah,
That's
9.35 million,
millions.
9.3, 1.4 million
square
square
meter.
meter. It's
2002 still. So we're just, shy of, let's say, or a little above 2 decades into where we are. I think Singapore took almost 62 years, and we have already, in 25 years reached at a certain level. Yeah. But when, see, a lot of times what happens is clients take 1 million and they maybe look at 2020, and then they see that jump, obviously, right, with villas and townhouses. And, my whole objective was that
It's changing, and as well as the ROIs, the ROIs of 10% and 11%, this is going to disappear. It's going to go down for sure already.
yes. So, when the place is far, and then the plan comes, the metro, the infrastructure, the connectivity, the facilities, they open malls, they open hospitals, like what happened in Dubai Hills, the narrative will change from it's too far to I want to be there. But at that point, you're gonna be paying premium.
not shocking, but I believe in it. If somebody comes and says, I have 1 million dirhams to invest, now I'm talking, as a generic, let's say, point. I would genuinely say, if capital appreciation is your forte, if you're really looking for that asset to grow in value and to liquidate it, in theory, everything can grow. In theory, from 2020 to 2024, everything grew. You will have a huge challenge, because I believe in 1 million right now as a product. There is nothing in this market. I genuinely believe in 1 million that can really help you capitally appreciate in 3-4 years and liquidate.
Well,
Your
again. Okay, guys. Okay, you guys talk. I talked a lot.
No. I mean, this is for everybody. It's not just directed to you.
Okay.
Is what I feel.
Okay.
Right?
See, I won't answer this question, but just on the point you said before, I don't recommend buying a townhouse with an ugly floor plan.
Yeah, no, I understood.
I don't recommend
that.
that.
I mean,
you should I believe something that you cannot live in, nobody else will want to live in it.
Yeah.
So if you sell it to an end user or investor, they want this thing.
Absolutely.
But if you are stuck with it, like if you have done the decision already and you are stuck,
Yeah.
I'm trying to calm you down. Don't worry, you're good.
By the way, Khaled, you said something about plots like master community for townhouses and villas before.
Yeah.
There is a lot of empty land still.
No, I said in after 15 years, it's gonna start becoming challenging. I don't say that now.
15 years.
I'm saying while the market is maturing. Like right now, there is a developer who is having the ability to give 100 million square feet plot for 3,000 villas. Currently, they think, but you won't hear that in 2045 or 2050.
100 million square feet?
100 million square feet is
100 million square
100
feet?
million.
Yeah,
That's
9.35 million,
millions.
9.3, 1.4 million
square
square
meter.
meter. It's almost very close to Dubai Hills, and there are only 3,000. Why I'm telling you like this, it doesn't make any sense. Because if you study the plots
I will
at the land
say
market,
something about them, but after the...
okay, no problem. See that thing, MR, let's study. I am studying these people. Every step they move, I sit down and I study.
Okay,
You answer no. We have to answer his question.
First,
No,
because I have
answer
another
it. It's
question.
yeah,
Based on
I think there are.
for 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I
I'd
can
really
name
love to
them.
live it.
I can give you 2 examples.
Okay.
I can give you two examples.
It's
Okay.
basically
Number one. Okay.
One second. Let
Oh,
her
sorry.
complete.
Yeah, guys.
Otherwise, I
please.
think Zohaib will never tell us then to enter his
please.
podcast
No, my
again.
question was on what you just pointed out in terms of land. So it's different from the 1 million. Should we get back to that?
No.
first, or-
We'll continue this. Then we'll
We've
end
had
with
enough.
Maybe
please continue.
you continue.
Ask.
So my
I'm gonna
question
stop
was, in terms of when you look at Dubai or UAE, right? Right now, Dubai, as we are looking at as a market, is expanding, and then there's also investments that everyone's looking at in Abu Dhabi and Ras Al Khaimah and everything in between as well. There's a lot of landmass when you think about land itself, right? And what you just said, there are plots. Even in Dubai, you can keep going down south.
Exactly.
You can keep going towards your west.
As
all
well,
of Dubai.
Yeah.
There's a lot of plots. How do you see that in the next few years get affected? Because of course, if you want to actually spread the pie and expand it, we're close to shoreline and we keep talking about that. But like when you look at the other side, there is a lot of expanse that is happening, and not every plot, every opportunity, in my opinion, is worth investing now. But do you see that change in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, there is still a lot of empty space. Especially on the beach as well, waterfront. Like if you think about it, you guys would not notice this, but okay, have you ever gone to Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
You have gone to Abu Dhabi. Have you seen the right side of Jebel Ali, how far Jebel Ali is?
Yeah.
And can you imagine?
It takes a lifetime from Jebel Ali to Abu Dhabi, and all of
Dhabi.
that is like
Now.
empty, like just land, right?
Now, before, driving to Jebel Ali felt like you were going to Abu Dhabi. Before.
Fair enough.
Now it's very different. But Jebel Ali, I mean, for me, like to me right now, it's like a 7-minute drive. I mean, I'm just saying. But there's still a lot of space to make. They're making an entire community like a I think it's going to be like a local area, something sort of like Jumeirah, but on Jebel Ali's side.
That's the Aura one?
No, not
No, Aura is near
nothing like Aura.
Gantut.
Aura's in Gantut, Abu
Gantut,
Dhabi.
basically.
Okay, you're talking about what area?
But even if you
Talking
look
about
at,
Jebel
let's
Ali
say,
itself.
Jebel Ali.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Jebel Ali itself.
but even if you, let's say, look at that project, like post when you go Jebel Ali, up until Aura. Now, I don't want to put down Aura as a project. It's a lovely, lovely project. But when you talk about the location of it, I took a client there. When we were driving past Palm Jumeirah, we were fine, right? And you keep going down further. There's Jebel Ali. You understand industrial area. Then you stop seeing anything for a stretch of 10 minutes. And then you take a right. And then you keep driving all the way through to get to your beachfront, which is the plot. Now, of course, proximity to water is lovely. As a project, I think amazing, right? Price point as well, getting a 4-bed, 5-bed at that price point, excellent, great sizes. But my client looked at me and all he said was, do not get anybody else here. You got me, that's fine. I don't see anything else come up in the next 20 years. Because everything around, it's just, he's like, if I'm looking for my family to be here, I don't feel safe. In the next 4 years, you're going to develop the project, hand it over. But who's going to live here when there's no infrastructure within a 15-minute radius? So,
I have a client on a similar story. Yes, I would love your client to meet that guy.
sure.
Okay? That guy, 2014, he was looking at a big villa to buy, and he want to, he don't want it to be ready, he want to make the interior designs by himself. So a shell on core was perfect, and MR was providing Hillsgrove by that time.
MR was?
Providing a shell and core in Hillsgrove.
Hillsgrove. His brother, he took his brother to the plot and he told him the same thing. He told him, like, do you want a villa? Just looking at these stores in the warehouse in the middle of a desert. And he changed his mind. By that time, it was selling at 800 dirham per square foot. Today, Hillsgrove is 8,000 dirhams per square foot. If same story.
And I love your point because I think real estate
But
requires a certain
now the
vision.
thing is, there are some people who love to see a plot like that.
Yeah.
Like what they are saying now, imagine the people who invested in downtown when it was called a military camp. No Burj Khalifa, no Dubai Mall, 600 dirhams per square foot. Now address there is what, 6,500 dirhams per square foot. Address there in downtown. So it's the idea is you go to a far place. Now these empty lands are the main reason why Dubai is cheaper compared to the mature market, because when these lands are sold and built, Dubai will be a mature market. By that time, prices will be crazy. But like, have someone invested in Dubai Hills when it was a desert, very far in front of warehouses of Al Quz. Having you invest there today, you'll be sitting at a 1,000% capital appreciation in 10 years.
1,400.
Which one?
Dubai Hills you're talking about, sir?
Yeah, Dubai Hills.
400%, isn't it?
No, Hills Grove. I'm talking specifically about Hills because like Hills Grove, it's 28,000 square foot. It's the size of La Vita. It's today transacting at 240, 250 million. That's 8,000 dirhams per square foot. So when the place is far, and then the plan comes, the metro, the infrastructure, the connectivity, the facilities, they open malls, they open hospitals, like what happened in Dubai Hills, the narrative will change from it's too far to I want to be there. But at that point, you're going to be paying premium. But for your client, it doesn't matter. He want to pay premium. But for people who want to reach that level, this is where you're going to make most of the... That is why the rich people, they're coming here, because there is this room. They're not going to get this room in Singapore. They're not going to get this room in London, because it's our mature markets. So but actually what your client said, many of my clients, it will put them on fire, you know, that thing.
Okay, so when this client saw an Oasis, now if you compare the two projects, price per square feet is not very different. That's also another thing.
You can't compare anything to Oasis.
Okay, we won't. We love Oasis.
Oasis, it defies logic. You know, you can't compare except Palm Jebel Ali.
But when you look at inland,
other than that, you cannot.
Let's say like when you look at villa community that is actually already existing, when that, along with the infrastructure, gives you a certain price point, and then that is very much competitive to all the way out, then how do you choose? I understand the point where you have to have a vision, but you're comparing something where you entered at like a 800 dirhams per square foot versus like a 2,500 plus. So not the same comparison, because how far do you see the market go? And also given the timeline, I think that's also very important to put in perspective. If I have the vision, especially I think now what you were saying, Yash, real estate is also shifting, right? It's not that quick flip perspective anymore. It can't be.
Absolutely.
Naturally, across the world, when we look at real estate, the market, you need to have a long-term vision. People look at real estate as like generational wealth asset, right? They look at something that you're going to sit and hold up until you see that real value. It could be 10 years, it could be 20 years. Yeah. Sometimes you just
it's
hold
changing.
on.
And as well as the ROIs, the ROIs of 10% and 11%, this is going to disappear.
It's going
to go down for sure already.
Yes.
But by the way, there is something surprising I just got told yesterday. You know what's giving out 10% ROI every year? What particular area and what particular units?
JVC.
You're talking international city.
Huh?
You're talking international city. Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
City. And especially the shops.
Of course.
I was shocked. 370,000 and the rental is 45.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
I was shocked.
And that is also another area where you were mentioning the 1 million conversation. International city is still one of the areas where you can deploy.
No, why?
1 million, if you were to.
Why?
I was shocked. I was
Wait.
Okay.
You know that 1 million will put you in a golf community managed by Emma on off-plan, which no infrastructure is connected? Emma's house.
There's nothing for 1 million in Emar South anymore.
I'll tell you. No.
Not 1 million. Okay. Not 1 million.
No, it's one bed is selling at 1.2 million.
1.2,
okay.
Yeah,
see.
Yeah, you'll pay 80%, then sell when it's ready.
See, I'll tell you. Okay, I'll justify this point with two things, right? International city, and I also know. I mean, there's a developer who's actually giving 10%. Like it's a guaranteed, right, for 5 years, and you get your money back. Look. Yes, in theory, Ema South, and you're paying 1.2 million for a 1-bedroom. It's an Ema community, so there's a huge weightage on the brand of Ema, which I totally agree. And yes, Ema South, let's say 4, 5 years, 6 years down the line, like for example, will be a good community. Let's even consider that. See, Khalid, this is where I just feel, okay, let's say a 1 million product, a 1-bedroom, right, after 5 years. Even if you're planning to sell it, let's say at 1.4, 1.5, right? Overall, in terms of maybe competition over there, supply over there, requirement over there for a one bedroom. See, this is how I look at a studio and one bedroom now in the market. This is how I look at it, okay? Somebody moves into a studio and a one bedroom because they want to rent it out, they feel the market, right? Why do I consistently emphasize for clients to buy maybe a 2 or a 3 bedder or a villa or a townhouse? Because when you buy something, right, your vision is going to be a little long term. It's not that I buy it for 2-3 years, then I sell it. I genuinely still believe that one bedrooms in certain communities are really good for rent. When you have a community feel, it genuinely has value. But if somebody tells me, hey, I bought a one bedroom and now I will sell it after 5 years at an appreciation. Number one, a one bedroom, I believe, has bigger supplies. Yes, even in a unit, let's say, for example, in a building, than a 2 and 3 bedroom.
Of course.
In terms of views, a lot of times the one bedrooms are not really given that priority. And the third thing is when somebody is going to buy a one bedroom in a studio, 90% I feel is going to be an investor looking to cash on the rental at that point, rather than an end user or somebody who says, hey, you know what, I need this one bedroom. Majority. Now that we're looking at a lot of families moving in, a lot of people thinking long term about Dubai. This is why I felt looking at average Dubai real estate price per square feet at 15 to 1600 dirhams. And if you talk about 1 million, if you do a simple division, that means you get square feet wise 700, 720 square feet to play with. That's a one bedroom. Best case scenario, right? Obviously, in the outskirts, you can buy maybe a 1.5 bedroom. But this is where I feel, in theory, yeah.
1.5 bedroom.
I agree with most of what you said. But see, like your question was very specific. A guy only having 1 million.
Yeah. No, a guy having 1 million looking for capital appreciation.
Yeah, okay. Looking for capital appreciation.
Yeah.
Okay, I cannot take him to 2 bed. 2 bed and 3 bed, they're gonna appreciate way better. A villa is gonna appreciate way better.
Sure.
But because of your budget, your options are limited. Now, how much is a one bedroom on a Gulf side in Dubai Hills selling now? 1.7. 1.6, 1.7. That's the last. These are the listings now.
It started at 1.25.
No,
That was the normal one.
No, that is currently. See, when Dubai Hills, when the prices jumped in Dubai
I'm
Hills.
sorry, you said Dubai Hills?
Dubai Hills, yeah.
Okay, I thought you said MR South. Sorry, my mistake.
I said I'm comparing because in MR South, what is coming? The golf is not yet operating. The mall is not yet operating. They're just making something small like a nursery or a clinic. They said nursery or clinic, then they opened the hospital in Dubai Hills. So I don't trust when they say that. Sometimes they get it in the hospital. The parks is not there. Like so many infrastructure in the south, none of it is connected. That is why it's far. Like how Dubai Hills was far. Okay. When these things get connected, this is when the jump in the price. That's why the jump in the price in Dubai Hills was in 2022. When the mall and the hospital, all the things operated. So from 2023, Dubai Hills was a premium community from that point. Until 2022, it was far.
Sure.
So MR's house is sitting there now. If they buy now, they're gonna receive at 2029, 2030.
Sure.
Now, when they receive in 2029, 2030, the first phase of Al Maktoum Airport will be operating in 2032. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah.
It's right next to the airport. So if you are having an apartment right next to the airport, it could work very well in terms of rentals. That is point number one. Point number two, Expo, the whole residential units are 8,000. People who work in Expo are above 40,000. And you got a couple of Fortune 500 companies are even there.
Sure.
So like for people who cannot live in Expo, they gotta go outside. That's why there are Oasis and Palm Jebel Ali. That 1 million people who are having not like you can say premium salaries. They're gonna be looking for one bedroom rent. There is a room there for capital appreciation, and there is a room if this infrastructure get connected and you start selling it now, you sell it at the price of Dubai Hills, which is 1.7, 1.6 is a steal deal there now in the Gulf side for one bedroom. So you'll be selling it at 1.7 million. Isn't this a good capital appreciation? You will be paying 80% until handover, and then you're gonna sell it in handover at 1.7 million. I think that's a good capital appreciation, providing that you only have a budget of 1 million. Now it's very slim. There are very slim chances for you having a 1 million to make a capital, but if you just need to keep searching because these kind of clients helping them is very challenging. But the opportunities are there.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Anyone has to, any other take on 1 million? No, I'll tell you why. See, I'm not trying to at all say that, if you have 1 million, don't invest. See, a lot of my clients, right, especially in the 1.5 million zone, they want to, let's say, park their money. They want a tangible asset which they can live and breathe in. See, at the end of the day, I think even the ideology of investing in real estate, absolutely as Sonal said, it's very different. See, you cannot term investments as a general bracket and then say, I invest with the same mindset in Forex as in crypto, as in real estate, right? Because then you patronize a very different framework. A lot of times, there are certain clients who genuinely believe that, hey, you know what, even if it's off plan in 3-4 years, the building gets ready, it's a good community, it's a good area, I've paid 1.5 million, right? I start getting decent rent on it. I might move into it. So, see, my question, or even I have clients with these kind of budgets where if the client objective aligns to these things, perfect, you should definitely go. There's still room. I still believe that looking at global markets, yes, Dubai is still undervalued. If you compare it to Singapore, even if you compare it to Shanghai, Hong Kong, London, New York, right? Sydney. And again, I mean, London, I think, is almost, 1,800 years old. New York is 431 years old as a city. Dubai, hardly 3 decades, I think, right? The city center was, I think, 3 decades old, Dubai.
Karam.
No, I mean, as obviously, I think 50 years ago, it was a fishing village, but looking at new infrastructure. Freehold came in 2005, I think, what I read.
No. It started,
2002.
it started started talking about in 2002.
2002. Okay, 2002 still. So we're just, shy of, let's say, or a little above 2 decades into where we are. I think Singapore took almost 62 years and we have already, in 25 years reached at a certain level.
Yeah.
But when, see, a lot of times what happens is clients stake 1 million and they maybe look at 2020 and then they see that jump, obviously, right, with villas and townhouses. And, my whole objective was that information should be provided in a more realistic way. I think one more thing, which again, I would strongly suggest, and this may be for agents, but you can't hype up now prices just because Dubai can go well, right? Like any product cannot make you money.
Yes.
It's as simple as that, right? One last question to maybe end this, or, what is now Q4 2025? What is coming up? What are you guys excited about in terms of projects? Maybe,
I'm excited about the new island that they're coming
Yeah, the
up
Naya
with.
Island, basically, which is by Shamal Holding.
By
Yeah,
Shamal Holdings.
again,
I
something
would
very
love
interesting.
That is going to be
Khalid is not at all excited. The expression on Khalid was okay, but what happened?
on,
I mean,
Khalid used too much words in this podcast.
no. I mean,
He's
but genuinely,
he's trying
see,
to save his breath.
yeah, no, I think, even
No,
I
it's
think
a
Naya is
beautiful,
something
beautiful
very
project.
interesting, which is
I
coming up
mean, there's a lot of things happening on that
on the coastline.
on the coastline, especially in that particular area.
Correct.
So
Okay.
I think it's going
Yeah,
to be something
it is going to be
spectacular.
something spectacular.
And Shamal Holding, their projects are very good. Their
Okay.
finishing is outstanding.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen their buildings.
No, I've not. I mean, I've yet to dive deep. Do you know when this is getting
Launched?
announced or launched?
I
Because
think it should be now. I mean, anytime in the next
September,
couple of months.
October.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
I think they will definitely launch at this time.
Yeah, obviously.
Because
when
they wouldn't launch it anytime now.
Correct.
I mean, it's going to be towards winter when there's going to be a lot of people.
A lot
and
of people coming to Dubai. I think, very exciting. I think even beyond is launching their villa townhouse community. I want to really see how that fades.
But beyond, there's Ellington, there is Bingati, so many townhouses that are coming up. I'm excited to see what these projects
They
are.
have already
Yeah.
launched mansions in Palm Jumeirah. That their latest launch, there are mansions launched by them.
By who?
By Beyond.
No,
In
but
Palm Jumeirah?
There are
No.
mansions. It's not
the
only
beach
apartments.
mansions. No.
Yeah, the beach
okay,
mansions.
So, the project Paso, which
with
came on the
Paso.
crescent, those were basically I understand the beach mansions on the lower level.
Yeah.
It's a 3-floor.
Fair.
So at
Mansion.
least I
You know how much they're selling it for?
No.
I did not
100
check it.
million.
100 million?
100 million.
And it's still, by the way, it's still a good investment. Now,
Exactly.
if you look for 2023, 2024, 2025, the most exciting launch is given the launches that happened the last 2 years, the
Jebel Ali.
most exciting one will be the Coral Villas in the right one.
In Jebel Ali.
If they did the same thing that they did in the Beach Collection, that in Beach Collection, what they did, in the left font, they launched 8 different layouts, different companies, different design and all. When they went last year on the right font, they kept two layouts and they launched 8 more. So now there are 16 different layouts for the Beach Collection, 5 and 6 bedrooms. So when they come in the secondary market, your competition will be the villas who are taking your layout, not all the Beach Collection. Coral on the left, they launched 184 villas on 8 different layouts.
Yeah.
So only 23. And that alone, like see, Coral Villas, you can compare it to the signature villas in the Palm. They have the same plot. So the starting here is 13,000 square feet, here 13,000 square feet. In Palm Jumeirah, the built-up area is 7,000 square foot. Here it's 11 to 12,000 square foot. Palm Jumeirah, starting at 70 million. This they launched it at 27. The bigger plots on Palm, the one which 20,000 square foot, they launched it at 41 million. You know the bigger plots, signature collection in Palm Jumeirah, they're starting 150.
Very true.
Now they launched, and their signature collection. Here there are 8 layouts. Now what they're gonna do here on the right font, that I don't know. But if they launch Coral Collection and they gave them 8 different layouts, like come on. I'm not sure what they gotta do, but I'm excited to see what Nakheel will launch.
Nakheel will launch, yeah.
About my the launch, I'm excited about.
Amazing. I think a lot of launches coming. Villas and townhouse particularly, because I think summer was a little quiet in terms of launches. I think Q4 is going to be very exciting.
I was quiet because I was thinking he would say it, but he's the Palm Jebel Ali guy. So that's why I didn't say, oh, this is Jabri's one.
I mean, this
It's Jagri's world. We're just living in
This
it.
whole podcast is Yash and Khalid.
No.
You know?
This is, but
He's trying to say kick Khalid the next time.
No, I don't know absolutely.
Khalid and Yash.
No, he's trying to say the next time it's going to be the 2 of us.
Yes.
Yeah, next time
be-
we chill. Next time we chill. Yeah.
Perfect. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much. I think this was a great insight.
We should do it
towards the
again.
market. Yeah, we should do it again.
And thank you so much for
100%.
conducting this. I think it is
No.
important to see what's happening in the market.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited to see
What quarter 4 looks like.